Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Best of USB Tour Next is back for today's live summit event in the Crew 2 by almost 1 year later. 5 events at Motorflix Arena include 1 USB Tour Series will take the combo event at Chicago for the Alpha Grand Prix, along with 3 skills will take the land base on Escape for Keys, aerobatics in the air on West Rim, and buoy smashing for the water at Great Lakes. Ever since from June 7 to the 14th, 2024, and then the rerun will go for the competition encore in 2025 on April 16 to the 23rd. But count me in. This will have to go for a theme summon. We'll be racing faster and go for a major set of discipline include with 3 vehicle restriction like the Mitsubishi FTO GP version R, Maserati MC20, and Proto Alpha Mark X includes with 2 touring car and 1 rallycross to be set on no restriction only. But count me in. This race will have to go for a series and highlight that related to Season 8, Episode 2 from Motorflix, USB Tour Next after USST Cities from the previous episode on number 8 season. Got to be ready, get set, and go faster whenever it takes to go achieve and successful to make a good mark and currently to go all the way to be in the rank of Platinum. But I'm always down for the competition, and for the favorite event, we'll be racing up to have a series of discipline instead of 5 events without using Alpha Grand Prix when you're about to go entered at Motorflix Arena. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's begin and ready to enter for today's live summit event. As I got everything to be finishing up on Hashiriya as a rerun, and the good news is, Platinum on the rank at 685th place by 1,309,226 points will be going earning up to have an extra payday to have 2 vanity including the Mazda RX-7 Sakura Edition to go outfit and 2 types will have to go extra on the earning. So I got everything to be checked, already received, and already owned to be updated to have my current balance into 25 million. Now this was to give a good upcoming theme summon after Luxury SUV is on May 7 to the 14th is American Slice. But the good thing is, McLaren MP4-12C is on the GOAT record, but this was to go for the countdown in about 22 hours left as the WIP 3-time session will have to be calling in until tomorrow. So I had to do on the water base and land base will have to be on the 3rd one, so I had to get started out on air base in skill 1. So let's go to the West Rim, get a good aerobatics or air race discipline will be preferred to go selection as I'm about to go auto switch vehicle on the XA42. I'll have to get started. Qualifying number 1 will be enter the gate, will go extreme to match the figures. Got to make sure to aim the center to have each part of the checkpoint to go for aerobatic skills on air race disciplines. 200 points perfection and go adding up by 1,000 more. Checkpoint 3 clear. Got to keep it up and keep a good airborne shape up to be flying in the air. One good touch of the area gate. Gonna go night flight, pull out the nitro, and positionize to be on the center on the gate. Just to be clear, and always have to be preferred to go on extreme mode with or without it, it's all about to give a good skill of the flying reflex. Just only have 2 more left. Almost good enough by 200 points perfection, and 1 more will have to be remain. But not yet. Closing up and reaching up towards the finish line will be achieved and beat my current score record. There we go, that's 38,609 points, and see the results after taking 1 attempt and going up to go improve to be at 154,570 points. 1 rare part received, and it's heading up to the water base for the buoy smashing in skill 2 will save later on in land base. So I'll have to grab the voucher 1414 Demon to go to the Great Lakes, auto switch, and here I come. As I'm doing well expert on 3 skills will be put up to have the score breaker and skill affixes whenever you might need to have your favorite vehicle to be either on land-based, water-based, and air-based vehicle by etc. But more likely, I'm about to go fully expert on buoy smashing. We'll go nice and neat and feel the flow whenever you might have to go either on jet sprint or powerboat disciplines. Just might have to go a little bit faster. Avoid the red buoys is going to be a very more necessarily to go toughen up and give a good solid line handling reflex when you're on the water. Just like that, and make it much more possible to get things to go flow and set sail apart onto the shallow waters. Okay, very good to have a main point to go rack up by times 4. Just have that buoy to go smashing up. Steer right, and successful to have the few of them will go full circles in about 3 seconds, so I had to hurry up quickly before the time runs out. There you go. Skillful and successful to have 51,156 points. Take that one attempt, and attempt 2 will go for a brand new record to be updated into 157,331 points. Now for the land base in Keys, Miami, Florida. Here I come, and I'm about to go for the Alpha Grand Prix racing discipline to be choosing with the Proto Concept Globe Motorsport will go faster to take the highway. I'll have to get out there by doing a rolling start and formation before I enter the gate. We'll have to be revving up by over 150 miles per hour before having a number of distance yards will be suitable and make a competition AGB ready, just like I'm about to go racing in the track. Just have to be warming up the tires, and here comes the gate. We'll be going enter to take the highway. We'll go up north. The simple choice is that if you're about to go hypercar, drag race, or Alpha Grand Prix just like this one, we'll have to take a good lineup to go full nitro to be accelerated to go up by over 300 miles per hour. Got to keep it nice and clean. Traffic car will be expected, so I have to keep it nice and concentration to go focus and precision. Kind of challenging, but I'll have to be prepared to be stay safe and go clean whenever you're about to take the right side highway to go for the line. Just have to let the Silverado to go through. Here it comes, and easy does it to have that yard distance to go up and get competitive. We'll go faster in the high gear. But one attempt should be doing one outcome by 5,449 yards. Let's see the results and give that yard distance to be up and placement by 133,912 points. Fair enough, and that should do well by over 5,000 yards before leaving Keys in Florida to go pass by in Miami. So let's go to Chicago for the USB Tour Cities, and it's about to go for only one part race only with some 3 vehicle restriction only by starting out with a Proto Alpha Mart X at Chicago. For the moment, I just really enjoy for having an urban city motorsport competition and go for having a 5 race event at Motorflix Arena for the USST next by normal and endurance. From Future of Speed to Fire Sky on race 1 of 5, line up in order for the main segment as I'm about to go again, and first, combo event, we'll have to take the first one. We'll go on the same per level at 340 in 1,140 horsepower and top speed, 271 miles per hour when using the 2020 Proto Alpha Mart X. I have to go fast and get my mind focused. The first round in combo event before saving later on by entered Motorflix Arena in USB Tour X as I'm about to go to the Future of Speed by using Rallycross discipline only. 3 seconds, and here I come. We'll go head start by Unleash the Nitro. First place, here I come, and first lap is going underway. Got to get strategized to go enter by the outside, and inside will be improvised to go all the way by achieving 100,000 points in 3 laps when staying in first place. Got to go each part of the corners and checkpoint by checkpoint, straightaway and straightaway will bring out the nitro if I had to go by over 50%. Just like this, and have the few corners will go slow down and make a good competitive reflex to help myself to feel the groove. What goes fast around comes around, and just have to get things to go for the real test and the challenges. We might have some corners, including the chicane. That should do well to have that checkpoint clear. The track is about to get shorter. Time to slow in and get maintained to be faster. Okay, good enough. And 12 seconds on the gap distance. Moving on after the checkpoint to be proceed at the final corner. Alright, let's go climb up to the top speed by over 250 miles per hour. First lap clear and onward to lap number 2. Now this is the only contest of this challenge. It's all I need to get a lot of good speed, handling, and competitive focus is all I need to have my own affixes. By the perk, we'll have to take all. So I'm at 46% in the progression, almost there to be on the halfway mark in the middle of lap 2. Going boosted. And next turn by the usual to be on the left corner. Alright, very nice. And spectacular competitive AGB roll. Got to get my group up and rolling in to have a nice, safe competitive to be in the zone. The shorter it gets, the width will have to go a little bit more extended to be exited in no time. Sharp turn coming back ahead. Got to make that apex to go clear for the last checkpoint at the end of the second lap. Almost there. Final lap will go peak up and get closer to be stopped at 67%. Splendid indeed. Nicely done, and almost there to be on the halfway mark on the gap. Mostly 27 seconds away from 7 drivers in touring car class is going to have to take some pending on in session. So I have to keep focused myself and moving up to have a good goal objective succeed. Just might need to keep it nice in control. Balance is all I need for the key for the AGB race car on the Alphamar X. Checkpoint clear and going back on the chicane dead. Curving up and go smooth up by around in a 90-degree angle as the width will get shorter to be coming in by one more time. Got to go shortly boosted and follow the apex whenever I might have to see it comes in. Nearly there. Just only have to take the last 2 turns to go. Last checkpoint and sprint to the finish line by over 4 minutes. Will be stopped by under 15 seconds. Nice run and perfectly to have 4 minutes, 13.9 seconds. 1 USB Tour Cities is checked, done, and receive 100,000 points to be added by 11,790 points. 7 legendary loot part for the Alpha Grand Prix discipline, and go straight directly for the future of speed in race number 1 at Motorflix Arena for the USB Tour next. Just in time, and I'll have to get started out to have 1 Rallycross vehicle we'll be choosing for the modern Dodge Charger SRT-A 2012. So I just made a good match and compatible for the UDRS Innsprotect livery as a rallycross discipline to be well chosen and give a good match placement to be entered in the first round in Future of Speed in USB Tour next. Just only have 1 Nitro Chemist in the max pro level of 230 that brings out and go for 175 miles per hour in 757 horsepower to be outfit and make a good layout drivetrain conversion from the FR to an all-wheel drive. Talk about going up to 200 miles per hour, we'll be doing much more challenging to have different rallycross vehicle that I never used before after purchasing from the off-road headquarters. Then it's about to go 7 8GB race car versus 1 rallycross before entered in the first round as event number 2. Here I go, and bring out the nitro will give a boost on suction zones will be entered on the first turn. Got to keep it nice and clean and have the 3 suction zones to go outside and the other 3 will take the inside. Night shift smoke trail is going action on effect. Daytime is going much more amazing as the competition grows on. But it gets a lot of interesting moment out there as a rerun, but I'm always down for it. The encore and the main changes is still will remains. But it gets a little bit more sliding around to have some few turns on corners, but this may not be an ordinary Kaido battle. This is the USB Tour next will go focusing up and the theme summon to have a best of moment. Going mark on the checkpoint clear. Here comes the main turn. Got to slow down and save plenty amount of nitro as the suction zones to go separate in further order. Alright, very nice. Time to do the outside. Make it for 3 and slide up to go maintain handful without going Q on drifting. But sliding can help. It can actually to go improve and make it more rallycross efficient. But except the hairpin, that will be doing A-OK and have 2 of them to go down below. Here it comes, and final corner will be sharped up and take the second lap will go amp up by over 200 miles per hour. But whoa, slow down. The Rallycross Dodge Charger SRT8 is going way too much because it might need to have some tuning on transmission. Okay, just might need to shake it up, go regain control, and let's see the gap. But I know it is 13.5 seconds away from 7 Alpha Grand Prix racers, and it's getting closer to be currently in lap 2. Let's feel the slide and go shift up on the blue line. Oh snap baby, it is going awesome and Rallycross to go full competitive. No dirt to be attended, just only have asphalt on the course. 15.667 seconds is doing well and climbing up to go amp up the top speed. Now I just really think about rally cars can actually to go up into 200 miles per hour when using the suction zones is doing much more awesome and very temporarily when entered the Live Summit event. Well, I kind of love about the best of USB Tour next, just like Into the Storm and Blizzard Rush best of. But especially Flashback best of as well, but I just really do think having some few events will go for a themed background on the Live Summit. So it's getting closer, third and final lap on 67% to go in. Just might need to go focusing up. But after all, Vertigo will have to go proceed into race number 2 as the next session as the third round. Got to go shaft up to boosted, slide around momentarily. Just might need to get back up and go for the 5th gear. Checkpoint going clear, and watch out for the barrier to be on the outside. Okay, that's brilliant, and sliding up to go elevate onto the upward and have the right turn corner. I'll have to stop by 86% and go to the checkpoint currently clear, still by over 150 miles per hour when using the Rallycross Dodge Charger SRT8 2012 model. What goes slides around, comes around, and Motorflix Arena for the USB Tour next in Rallycross edition to be staged up and go slide down to do the technique of competition and drift altogether. But I'm getting closer. Just you wait and have the suction zones will go kick up the boost. Finish line is up ahead quickly and made it on time by 4 minutes 58.18 seconds. Let's see the results. First round is going check and clear. Alright, 112,230 points. Awesome and good, clever to have a nice UDRS Inspirotech livery to go proceed forward, as race number 2 will be entered to take on Vertigo for the Mitsubishi FTO GP version R. So I had to grab some exterior parts, one livery design variation to have a good base up from Gran Turismo 1 counterpart as the FTO Emblem Edition to be adding up on the Nitro Chemist. But talk about on the fast loading times to be on the right of arrival and setting up onto 280 by having a per level in 752 horsepower and top speed 225 miles per hour. Let's go moving on, and second race we'll take on Vertigo for the FTO GP version R, more like the FTO Emblem Edition from Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2 as a variant. But heads up, Alpha Grand Prix race car, this will go FF style, will be coming as a substitute in all-wheel drive. Let's bring out the nitro, and suction zones will go amp up in the top speed in the first lap. Oh yeah, it's going well, and first place will go in the lead. But you know, I kinda think about having my commentary to do this like the ESPN resume. Well, more likely, my YouTube channel just spent 12 years ever since from April 21st, 2012, as I just celebrate for my 12-year anniversary. But I just really might need to have a time to go and celebrate, but my subscriber requirement will might need to go up into 1,000 as a reminder. Subscribe, like, comment, and click the bell for some upcoming content videos in the later future. Just might need to keep moving on and go forward to have my own kind of further ideas and walkthroughs, and especially some other activities as I've just been looking forward to. So double up on the hairpin in the first one in the right, and second to go in the left. Got to go full speed up ahead, and final corner we'll take the full stretch to have some 4 suction zones. We'll go sideways to be doing the roll of Salam. That's more like it, and proceed to lap number 2. Here it comes. Got to go understeer on the line and keep it careful to stay around to go for a suitable grip of balance. But very much more indeed to have an increase of aerodynamics, and night shift vanity is going well smoke on the effect. Okay, checkpoint going clear. The FTO Emblem race car is still ongoing to be fully tuned up as a street race discipline. Got to go on the inside without 3 suction zones on the outside. Okay, taillight to go signal on the brake. Whoa man, too fast. Just had to go perfection Q brake zone without pulling too much pressure. Already well done, and solid line successful. Alright folks, coming in towards the final lap, this is it. The FTO race car is doing well to stay ongoing to be in the lead away from 7 Albert Grand Prix race car. So I had to get my mind focused and have some few other advantage, including the suction zones will go amp up and feel around by the top speed by over 175 miles per hour. Tapping out the boosted nitro, going curving around on the outside, and checkpoint go clear at the inside to have one more chicane to go crossing in. But I'll have to do the outside corner first and give a good increased speed paces to be on the suction zone. Going up and get faster out there to have the last 2 remain hairpins to go shorter up on the platform bridge. Just wait until the 3rd round and race number 3 into the deep. but this is going to be my favorite track layout and favorite event. I'm just really have to go racing inside the underwater tube. We'll go fast and go amp up the top speed by around in 250 miles per hour to be achieved and clear on the podium. Here we go, 4 minutes with a decimal of 0.966. 400,000 followers earned and have the tally up first result to be labeled and have 120,475 points is all clear with having some 6 comment parts. That should do well by having 1 street race discipline by a vehicle restriction until moving on to have 2 parts for the touring car discipline by no restriction only. And for my main guest, Into the Deep is going to proceed to go forward in race number 3. We'll choose my own favorite kind of touring car discipline to be selected to go for no restriction only. So I had to think fast and just might have to go for the letter F and Ferrari, and then momentarily to have my Corvette CAR or the C6R. So which one should I have to find with? Got to go in a letter by the manufacturer brand and also for the Nitro Chemist. As I'm about to go and choose the 2016 BMW M3 is very good for the touring car discipline to be set and give a good type of the version as a sprint model, just like the endurance version back from the Nürburgring 24-hour endurance. Per level is about to be set with the Nitro Chemist at 320 for 817 horsepower and go faster up in the top speed in 247 miles per hour. A good GT3 race car means the perfect opportunity will face up with 7 Alpha Grand Prix race car in 3 laps during the third round on Into the Deep. Got to save it later on in part 2 for the touring car discipline by using the Chevy Corvette C6R with my UDRS Inspotec livery as the third round and momentarily to have the fourth round in Best of USB Tour Next on the Lap Summit rerun. I'll have to go first on the head start, get behind and go focus in the first position to get there, and I had to watch myself by taking 2 suction zones as the main corner will go safe and clean without using the nitro. Alright, very nice, and gonna have to go work up the keeps. That should do one way for another and straightaway along with some few turns and corners to have it wide open on the bus stop chicane. Now this may be a very good excellent sprint model for the M6, just like the endurance counterpart when taking part of the Nürburgring 24 hours endurance. But also yet, the handling to have a good outfit as an F-bar in the front engine layout. The speed is good, the handling is well outfit on the track is quite very good to be amazing whenever you're playing in the Crew Motorfest and in the Crew 2. So what goes up and checkpoint to go down below will be take the tunnels, will give a good nice look on the inside interior view. But wow, I can't say it is very much more impressive to have a nice detailed look that's similar to the sprint counterparts. But more likely, it actually does have the correction counterpart for this BMW M6 GT3 sprint model. Now it's about to go coming out at the tunnel, checkpoint to go clear and have the brake zone will be proceed to go on exercise caution for the last 2 turns on the blind corner. Just might have to keep it nice and keep it for safe. That's 1 lap clear and moving on to go lighter up on the brake zone to have the first turn will go motion up on the green. Red zone comes in without it, so I have to go old-fashioned and improvise to becoming as an expert sim racer. It's coming along nicely, just have to keep it up and keep faster for the main keep to go up by another round in 100,000 point by the chance. Let's get that grip up and going. Almost there to be on the halfway mark by almost 50% as I'm at 47%. Okay, motion up to go on the first hairpin and have the second hairpin on the left will go climbing up onto the main platform to be on the asphalt. Ho snap baby. Look at the M6 GT3 go. going up by 263 miles per hour. That would be so amazing to have that good top speed record during the part of the USS T-Nex on the Lab Summit event for only a temporarily at a time. Now I'll have to get a good groove and follow the racing line inside the underwater tunnel. So I'm at 62%, got to go suction zone to go clear, and slow down to be proceed safely to have a 26.4 seconds update on the gap. Okay, here comes the last and final lap. Got to do this quick and pull out the brake earlier to be expected without causing any accident contact. Okay, that was a relief. Note to self, when using a touring car, all you have to do is gonna have to go full fast and use the brake early after exiting on the suction zone. Turbines to go max, and more importantly for the touring car discipline, it's challenging to go amp up with a concentration of balance and speed. Just give the 21st century competition rolling in, and suitable for having a respawn in the apex to go in reflex style. Got to keep my charm up, have the main checkpoint to go clear by facing up with 2 hairpins on the inside and onwards to be around to be further in the outside. Alright, let's go for the 3rd time. Going up for over 300 miles per hour, and gets up and checkpoint to go top down below. Okay, baby, now it's going well flow on the expertise. Okay, very nice. But man, I just really love this track and the event itself to be serving on the layout. It's already passed by 5 minutes, but man, it is going well timed laps. Last turn to go slide around and flow for the GT competitive. Oh snap! First place and legendary bundle earned for the touring car discipline by 5 minutes, 25.030 seconds. But what can I say, folks? Never give up without having one attempt to take a second chance to go up and onward by over 110,000 points. But adding up by 1,606 points, and very good job to be proceed onward for race number 4 as penultimate for the USS T-Nex, and also for race number 5 for the Live Summit event. But make it like preferred to be stepping up on race number 8. Then let's go to the Great Equalizer. We'll be going racing up as a roller coaster to be staging in. It's getting closer towards Fire Sky in the final race of the USB Tour next, and considered for the 6th round of Best Of as a Live Summit event. It's been a while since I've been using the Chevy Corvette C6R since my full walkthrough and different Live Summit event, as I got the Nitro Canvas to be set by 320 per level in 856 horsepower and top speed, 236 miles per hour to have my own variation design livery for the Gran Turismo race modification style, and have a UDRS logo on the hood along with the Insport tag on the side. This will have to give a good race of the reunion, and that will bring out to have a penultimate race will go entered in number 5. Got to be ready up, get set, and have the grid start. We'll start the countdown in about 3 seconds, and have one of them will go call dibs on the first turn. Time to bring out the nitro and go full speed up ahead to be on the first turn as I have to go in. Very perfectly, and have the suction zones. We'll be doing the inside, and the rest will have to take some few corners to go outside by the optional moment. Got to go on the flow, feel the speed, going climbing onwards, and have some few corners with elevation to go up and down below like racing to have a good place in the roller coaster. So almost there to be stopped at 50%. Just have that main corner to go serving up as a bus stop chicane. Straight away, we'll go down below and have the elevation to go climbing up to have that next turn on the right. There you go. Just make a good tight turn and stay at the left corner turn position to go up and have the hairpins to go down below. That should do enough to have a full nitro capacity. Just have to slow down and have the section zones will go amp up by the next checkpoint before the first lap will go clear before proceed into lap 2. Final corner incoming. That should do very well, safer, and tight enough to have the last 2 suction zones before proceed in lap 2. That should do very well to be at 38% in the progression after taking turn 1 and 2 during lap number 2. But look at it go. It's going faster up, and so a fine succeeded for the UDRS Insportec on the Chevy Corvette C6R 2005 for having a one good GT competition is doing well succeed to have a USST next moment on the highlight. But even perhaps I'll have to do a free time session before tomorrow and Tuesday will do for having one Ferrari 488 GT3 2016 with a Ferratiga Mayday variation. I'll have to put one of them to the list, and that brings that to have a good fresh without doing a follow-up catch-up. Cooking up and go faster for the speed of competition. Just turn up the nitro. Just deal with the hairpins to go down onto the main flat surface. Amp up the checkpoint to go shorter up on the speed. Come on, I can do this one. So I got this correction in the bag. Final lap comes in. The Great Equalizer is about to be finishing up soon as I got all the racing strategy to be checked and go flow racing motion. Right at the 17-second gap distance is going in, adding up update by 0.640 seconds. Whoa, 18.072 seconds. That should do surpassing and give the touring car for a brand new set of the record whenever it might have to go master for the Corvette C6R 2005. Okay, checkpoint going clear. Going fast and dive down below, and going up will take another spot on the highlight rear. Okay, speed up, going slow down, 21.919 seconds update on the gap before going up into 22.343. Skillful racing to be satisfied. Work it all the way on a Tuesday and comes in after Monday. And there you go. Fit race complete for Team UDRS Insportec by 45,000 bucks earned. Total time in 4 minutes, 13.339 seconds. Yes sirree, 115,506 points. Moving on to Fire Sky for the Maserati MC20 as I'm about to go for the final stage in Best of USB Tour Next Live Summit Event Rerun. Here I go and change up the paint job and go proceed to have the final stage in Fire Sky of the USB Tour Next for the Maserati MC20. But further ado, Nitro Chemist and change up to have my own appearance and style will be amped up to have some vanity with some good livery design variation, as the title will be giving a good pronounce led by the other Crew 2 player with this good kind of a Maserati themed livery. So remember folks, Nitro Chemist at 320 per level in 280 miles per hour and 1012 horsepower. Here I go for the final race. I'll have to give it all I got, and last race for Fire Sky in the USB Tour Next, and the 6th round for the Live Summit Event Rerun for 2025 in the main part. Got to go grid start and ready up to go triple speed in about 3 seconds, and here I go, we'll pull out the nitro. Got to make sure to go clean concentration and get my mind will be doing well maintained on the focus. I'll have to do the inside and have the section zones. We'll do the best part to go amp up and have the double hairpins to go slower up on the inside apex. Just like that, different strategy, and same Maserati MC20 to have a good amp up style with a livery for this year, just like the last one is very well placed up as original ever since we've been come here before. But I'm always down to have some best racing moments and encore for the live summit event to go for the rerun. But it's all about the speed, competition, and have a good skills will be put up to the test on different set of discipline on rallycross, hypercars, street race, and touring car disciplines. First lap comes in doing well, just might need to keep it nice and slower whenever it might have some suction zones to go amp up and going over speed. But the braking point, we might have to keep a good watchful eye on incoming corners without having further mistake. But I'll have to catch my drift and get things to do a main part to have this main segment to do a resume, just like I just doing some main perspective to go for a racing masterpiece. So it's about to get closer, just have to use it wisely and control the speed and handling. Oh boy, that was a close call. Just have to take that last 2 turns and going in for the second lap. Alright, very nice. Got to go outside on the suction zones and make it for the keep to get things to go suitable and solid fine work. But even perhaps without exterior parts on the Maserati MC20, just only have one full stock part is very much more needed to be well indeed. But I'm always down to have a good hypercar without some exterior parts when playing in the Crew 2 and Motorfest. So there goes the chicane. Got to go catch up the paces before moving on to have the current checkpoint in the main sector. So almost there to be in the progression by 50%. Just go in there and have the main spot to come back in to get things to go full control and have the brake will be stable to be maintained. Okay, pretty good enough. Mark on the apex and go by 56% in the progression to go for halfway there, well done. But you know, I'm always being as a mindful, focusing, racing person. It's all about the tracks and have the control of the car itself. We might need to have a good feel with the experience. Okay, just like that. But hold on, looks like one opponent is going off the track. I just really have to take a good check on the GPS radar to be expanded. Just in case, like last time back from my full walkthrough during 5 races of the USST Next, as currently using with the Alpha Grand Prix discipline. So it comes in to have the third and final lap. But talk about going way too fast for the hypercar, it gets a little bit more too extreme to be faster up on the get-go. But be on the reminder, folks, brake well and get strategized will feel the good clean racing line. But just only have one important example. We always have to keep on racing, stay clean, and work your way to have yourself to go succeed of accomplish. It's only down to 19%. Third lap will get there soon enough, as the main corners will be going right back in and the section zones to go triple speed and have the brake control to be sectioned in. Just might have to use the brake wisely. Safer, clear, and survive the race in one piece. Almost there to have a total time in 5 minutes. 5 seconds by under 4 minutes to be going carry out by over. And there we go. Just like that. And give a good speed and work it all the way towards the finish line to get there for the last 2 remaining corners. Okay, just might need to keep it careful next time. And the good news is 5 minutes, 18.771 seconds is clear by receiving one Benedict Nitro has already owned and acquired to go extra on the bonus. Just like that, 121,022 points is 100% race well done for the best of USB Tour Next in the Live Summit rerun for 2025. Just look at this, you guys. Made it onto the Platinum rank by 1,595th place in about 20 hours left before best of USB Tour Next is about to be over soon. So I got everything I need. 3 skills on land base, air base, and water base all together to have a qualifying lineup session before one USB Tour Cities at Chicago for the Proto Alpha Mar X as a combo event, followed by to have some 5 races. We'll do the Rallycross, we'll take the first stage, followed by street race in number 2, 2 parts on touring car discipline by Into the Deep and the Great Equalizer, and Fire Sky for the hypercar with the Maserati MC20. Everything is going lined up in order just for me, and all about to have some favorite events includes with 5 races of the USB Tour Next at Motorflix Arena, and plus for Chicago as well for the Alpha Grand Prix discipline for one vehicle only. So I kinda think about the Mitsubishi FTO GP version R is a good example to be take part of Vertigo along with Fire Sky for the Maserati MC20 along with the Rallycross in Future of Speed. Also for the 2-part conclusion in touring car discipline by taking part in Into the Deep and Great Equalizer. I kinda think about the BMW M6 GT3 Sprint model as a 2016 model is a good example. Just like the endurance model ever since for the Nürburgring 24-hour endurance is very much more differences as a variant. But even for myself to have my favorite Corvette C6R in the Great Equalizer, just give a good race and stepping up to have a good placement by 115,506 points before moving on forward to have some few events we'll go rack up and doing a non-stop moment without having a follow-up catch-up to get up in about 100,000 points in all 9 events in skill. But the perfect moment and have a good placement by the point in 1,238,447 points. So it's all done for now, and Hypercar's Glory will be coming up on April 23rd through the 30th until at the end of the month. As I'm about to have a good check on the upcoming preview, we'll do some changes to have some 1 street race only, followed by the Proto Lucky 1 Marble Edition along with 3 skills on the land base for Speed Trap, Salam, and Escape. After April on Hypercar's Glory from the 23rd to the 30th, Speedrun will go enter by the first week of May at the end of 7, along with Luxury SUV will be coming as a first rerun. We might have to get 2 vanity items like the Orange Speed Vortex Smoke, Light Trail Nitro, and Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT Basalt Edition. If you already own all kinds of different editions when taking part of the Live Summit event, this will have to go extra earnings as having 1 vehicle will receive for free by taking part by the original Live Summit event. Let's get ready to move on and wrap it up before at the end of the current video, so I'll have to do my best and working up with the improvement to go all the way by under 1,000 position when enter in the rank of Platinum. Got to make sure if I had to go faster up and have the main focus will fill the speed in 6 events with 1 USB Tour Cities and followed by with 5 rounds in the USST Next. Got to make sure to do some free time and I'll have to leave it to myself before at the end of the current day. Thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Divinet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. We'll join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time on the Live Summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again at the next current video. Keep on racing, stay clean.